It's War Dragon time. Hey everybody, RPW here with another episode of Talk Dragon. Yeah, Wednesday. Better late than never though, right? Hey everyone, sorry about yesterday. I didn't get Talk Dragon Tuesday up, so today we're going to be doing it instead. I had a massive migraine that I think might be partly blamed on the fact that I was overplaying the game, probably way too much, in the days before. Anyways, today is January 29th of 2020, and if you don't know what that means, let me explain. We are finishing up the second month of the Frost Wreath season. That means you guys have less time than the halfway marker to get the things that you need. So if you're beyond halfway to, a mythic, then you're more than likely going to be able to get that mythic at this point, as long as you keep up the same kind of consistency for the rest of the season. If you're just trying to work on one branch and let's say you're 75% through, you should be able to get that one branch item because you still have about 5 weeks left of the Frost Wreath season to go. So pretty exciting stuff. I'm going to show you guys where I'm at and where I plan to go. I think I've done that recently, but we'll go ahead and do that again. Also, we're going to be talking about Terax, which is the festive dragon of this season. It's just going to be a quick overview of that dragon. We're also going to be talking about the fight pits because the fight pits will be coming up starting tomorrow as a PvP. Starting today, you'll actually start seeing the chest phase begin. And then, of course, we got the giveaway from last week, which is where I asked you guys to share the name of a player you felt deserved to share a prize with you. And each of you, whoever gets chosen, will be the one to win a $10 in-game pack each. And then we're going to be going over the information for the update coming up, which can be found in the forums. So if you want to look at the detailed information on that, you'll be able to go down to the bottom of my video for a link to that particular forum. All right, so that's the gist of it. If you're new to my channel, by the way, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's a great way to keep yourself connected with me in case I would post any videos. But if you need updates or notifications, don't forget to click the bell as well. And on top of all that, you guys can show me your support by giving me thumbs up and by commenting on my videos. It really keeps me going, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm struggling. I'm struggling getting the oomph to make videos anymore, and it's not that I don't like to make the videos or that I don't have the interest in the game anymore, because I do, but it's just like there's so many changes in the game that I feel like I'm having to redo everything I've already done. So when you guys show me that you love it, it keeps me going. I think that's why Talk Dragon Tuesday stays so relevant on my channel, is because you guys show so much love on it. And I truly do appreciate the support, guys. I really, really do. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the business of the day, the news, whatever you want to call it. And that's really what this show is all about, is trying to give you guys the, one-stop place to get your news for the game of War Dragons. All right, so first of all, let's go ahead and jump into Terax, because Terax he's the dragon of the choice, in my opinion, when it comes to this season for smaller level players that have not been working towards a mythic. So if you're not working towards a key, you're a smaller level player, I really think that this dragon is going to be useful to you, and we'll go over why very shortly. Now, first off, let's go over the visuals of this dragon. The visuals of this dragon is absolutely stunning. And he reminds me of Tyrande, which is from a season before I even came along. I think it was like the winter before I came. My husband actually has the dragon. And the spells aren't the same, but the visual aspects of it are definitely pretty similar. Now, if you look at him, he looks like he's got a double wing set. He's got his regular wings, but it's like it's got this icy wing over them that protect them as well. What a beautiful dragon, seriously. Now let's talk about why and who should be working on getting this dragon. Now, first of all, keep in mind that this is going to start at a lower stone rate than the other dragons we currently have available. So if you're coming into the game new and fresh right now, and you've collected up one of the dragons, you're like, I can't even hatch it. I can't even put it in my incubator. It's not strong enough. You're not going to have that problem most likely with this dragon unless you're super tiny. I think it starts out at like orange or green. So you're going to be able to get this dragon a lot sooner on and utilize it, which then can be the dragon that helps you into your next season. So keep that in mind when it comes to the festive of this year. The other reason you might want to get this dragon is because you have a lonely, dragon rider out there that's equipped with a bunch of ice gear that, the other dragon you had on it, maybe Axie, for example, is no longer usable to you, and you need a new dragon for that rider, then this might be the ideal dragon for that rider, as long as it's not, a hunter heavy rider, or that you can redo it so that it can be for a warrior. So why do I think this dragon is great? Why do I suggest those specific people go for it? It's the spell set, guys. It has a great spell set. And now I've not personally flown this dragon. We didn't get the use of this one like we did the other dragons at the beginning of the season, but I can already tell you just by looking at its spell set, he's going to be pretty beastly. So instead of just going through the spells, we're going to talk about actually flying the dragon. We're going to walk it through. So if I was going to walk through with a dragon onto a base, and let's say the first thing I'm coming to is just a bunch of mage towers that are trying to just take my rage, I'm going to have the ability to use the whiteout, which is a 2 rage white spell. Okay, that white spell is going to not be affected by those mages, but this is going to freeze those. So it's going to quickly freeze those as you're taking them out and prevent them from taking you out. And if they have a perch, you can leave it, because unless it's a big perch, because at the same time, you're going to be able to, take out those mages and work your way around. So you could use that to kind of... Anyway, so you're going to be able to use this whiteout spell to take out those mages without being hit by rage, as long as you're paying attention and actually see them there, because you're going to be able to freeze them out and then destroy them pretty quickly. Now imagine we come around the bend after all the rage draining islands, and you've come to a kill island. And on this kill island, you have a blue mage, a red mage, you've got, let's say, a dark flak, and some other things. Now let's say it's just your normal beefed up kill island, and it's pretty equal to your level. Then you're going to be able to reach in and use that active white 1 rage spell called the Ice Lance. It's this one down here, Ice Lance. And this is going to fire a projectile attack to a automatic chosen tower. However, this is where it becomes important. It's going to prioritize your blue mage tower. So once you've destroyed it, it's going to deal the ability to take that out, and it's going to have another cooldown after that for 4 seconds, but you're going to now be able to have the ability to use that hibernate if you find yourself going down, because it is the kill island, right? So that kill island takes, let's say, like 75% of your life from you. You can click that hibernate, which is an active blue 0 rage spell that's going to deal a health of 250% of your HP over a 12-second period. So by the time you get around to that next bin, you're going to be healed back up for sure. Now, keep in mind, you'll only be able to use that once. You're going to want to use this wisely, not just like a rampage spell. It's going to want to be more like, an last resort kind of spell. But once you get back around there, once you get around there and you've healed up, you're going to be able to go back to your whiteout spell, which is an active 2 rage spell that'll deal 8% again, and it'll freeze things as you go. Now, this is where he's going to come in handy again, because as you come to the end, you're going to be coming on things like the farms that want to rebuild themselves, or maybe shields that want to prevent you from killing out the farms. So having that freeze effect is going to allow you to start taking those out, but you're going to be able to simultaneously use that Ice Lance to take more damage onto them. So this is actually a pretty great spell set. I think it'd be really cool if it had Ice Flak resist, just because Ice Flak can prevent you from using some of these spells. Keep that in mind when you're choosing your targets. But it does have a Fire Flak resistance if that's needed. Now, he is going to come with runes and a glyph as well. Now, with the runes, he's going to get a whiteout damage increase, as you'll see here, level 1, 2, 3, 4. As he climbs up, you're going to get more and more. So this whiteout spell at the top is really going to get nice. So it's going to really be fantastic when it comes to destroying those towers. And then, of course, you're going to get a warrior HP with the rune, legendary rune, and of course the mythic glyph. So I think this is going to be one beastly dragon, guys. I think that if you are a lover of warriors, this is definitely one to go for. Definitely one to go for. But again, if you're trying to get your key for your mythic, then maybe not the best choice, just because it's not going to give you that key. For anybody that's new to the game, let's say you're under a level 60 and you have not chosen yet, I would 100% choose this dragon because it's going to give you that backup dragon as you're learning how to use specific dragons. Like maybe you get, a hunter next season that you're wanting to learn how to fly hunters with, and you don't make it up the base, then you're always going to be able to lean back on this guy to help you finish it out. So that's my personal opinion. I think he is going to be fantastic. I'm pretty excited about it, even though I don't get to get him myself, but I might get him on an alt. You never know. All right, so that is Terrax in a nutshell. Now, again, he's going to be available coming at the beginning of the event, and he will not be worth any key, and I think he's going to cost you 30,000 sigils. So if you're wanting him, now's your chance to get started. If you follow the forums, which you should if you have any seriousness about this game, if you want to be up to date and always know what's coming, then the forums is the best way to do that, because you're going to be able to see a lot of information there. It doesn't mean that you've got to be logged in and, be a part of the conversations, and be careful what you say in there if you do decide to be a part of the conversations, because it can be quieted down pretty easily. It is moderated. However, this is a great place to be on top of your game. And one of the examples of that is they will, of course, post things like the release notes to upcoming updates to the game. And so that's what we're going to be going over next, is a version 5.14. Now, they have announced some pretty cool stuff in there. It says, first of all, they've added a functionality for an upcoming instant breed feature, and that this feature will not be active when it goes live, so keep an eye out on the blog for this upcoming feature. I will be doing a video on this later because I think it's pretty cool. Maybe we'll do it in the next couple days. I'm not for sure. It depends on when I get the info that I need to do it for you. So we will see very soon. Very, very cool. I think it's going to make our lives so much easier in the breeding event. Now, generally, they're also going to fix some other little issues. I guess the team crests were floating in the where whenever you change the language to Arabic, it would cause your team crest to have issues or whatever. So lots of little tiny things, little fixes or whatever. And then, of course, they're going to update the user interface, the UI, for the breeding as well. Because in order to use the new instant breed feature, there's going to have to be UI changes. So it's actually going to have a different visual appear when you go into your instant breed. So it's going to have a minimum and max button for shards, which I think when they say shards, I think they mean like, probably the mystic fragments, either that or the egg tokens. I'm not for sure. And then the breeding interface will now show how many breeds you'll be performing, and then an added tappable info icon to show details of the instant breed. So once you go in there, there will be information for you, to be able to see exactly what it's about and what the changes are. And then it says that it has fixed an issue that causes crashing loading issues from the changes in the 5.12. I know that there's been a lot of people that's struggling with this because, like, if they use an emoji or they type too quick or they use Siri, their whole game is crashing. I've had a few issues, not anything really big on my particular account, but that is still a thing. It's still a problem. So let's go ahead and jump into the next game. Why do I say game? What is wrong with me? The next order of business, which is the winner of this week's contest. Go ahead and go out of there, come into here. Let's go into YouTube, if I can find it. There it is. All right, so here we go. Last week's video. We're going to grab the link. Now, in order to be eligible for this week, you're going to have had to have, number one, included your in-game name and the in-game name to somebody that you felt deserved to share in on the prize, and why. So if you don't use those three things, which there wasn't a whole lot of comments, but let's say you do not use those three things in your comment, then you will not be eligible. So let's click start and see who was chosen. All right, it says Joe Cooper. NexoCoop911, and the person I want to share this with would be Nexomarine, an officer on my team that goes out of his way to help anyone in need. How beautiful. That's actually a perfect example. This thing knows. It just knows who should win. So congratulations there, Joe Cooper. You and your officer, Nexomarine, are the winners of this week's contest. So I will be sending out the information to Ariana, and she will get you guys out your prizes in the next week or two. Anyways, again, Congratulations. I want to, of course, thank you guys again for all of your love and support by, of course, subscribing to my channel and hitting that bell so you don't miss out on future videos. And then last but not least, of course, being interactive with my videos by clicking thumbs up, comments, and of course, sharing it with others. You know, where else are you going to see a Talk Dragon Tuesday but here on RPW Gaming? Now let's go over the RPW Gaming weekly giveaway information for this week, because again, we're not going to be doing the featured flyers. I only got 2 entries. I just don't feel that would be right. So this week, all you have to do is tell me what you think of Terrax. You're going to go to the bottom of the video, down to the comments section. Make sure you're logged into Google, or it won't let you do this. And then down there, you're going to put your in-game name, and then just tell me what you think of Terrax. Is it something you're going for? Is it something you would, but you're working towards something else? Is it something that you think would be great for somebody else in a specific situation? Tell me what you think. Let's keep the discussion going. All right, guys, that is it for today's Talk Dragon Tuesday. I will see you guys next week for another video here on RPW Gaming. Bye.